Hey everybody, Mntdewmania here, and welcome to something I have been anticipating for so long. If you are a Nancy Drew fan, you have been too, and this was gifted to me by an awesome friend, Tryonus. So he is sponsoring this whole series, this whole playthrough, so thank you, Tryonus, so much. If you followed me for any amount of time, you go back to my playlist and everything. I'm a huge Nancy Drew fan, but there's not.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy. What are you getting into, girl?
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although, I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have. From the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Uh-huh. Click to move. Click on objects to interact with them.
Ah, much better. What a wonderful view.
Hold right mouse button to look around. So you just click on the screen edges to turn. Oh, there we go. There's an arrow. There's an arrow. So I turn the music down. I know it'll turn her down too, but what's that?
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Okay. Oh. Wow. Ooh. The judge should act as follows in the torture. First, he should bear in mind that just as the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, there are various and distinct salves for each several member. So not all heretics or those accused of heresy are to be subjected to the same method of questioning, examination, and torture as to the charges laid against them, but various and different means are to be employed according to the various natures and persons. Now a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs. Oh! Mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy, but a prudent judge will not consider it safe to bind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with a witch's power of silence who is unable to overcome. For if the sons of darkness were to become accustomed to one general rule, they would provide means of evading it as a well-known snare set for their destruction. Okay.
There really isn't much here.
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
Okay.
Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
Can I get
is this Judge Sewell's desk.
Oh.
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of
Wow.
Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials.
Ooh.
Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. Okay.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Oh. I do regret to write to you in this state. I've been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly have I cried for this mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience clean. Over recent years I have been sent punishment only to godly wrath. 2 of our daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well. Our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I'm writing a book I call the Book of Apologies, to be worthy of his mercy. I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrong I have helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though. Know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. Wow. Wow. That's freaky, man. Oh, rotate? Oh, let's see.
What does this mean?
Yeah. Oh, what's all that? Okay. Oh, what'd I do?
Locked.
Okay.
Locked.
Okay, so how do I get out? Oh, okay. Alright. Can I do anything over here?
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Austria is wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake soup was great.
Yes, the Frittatensuppe. The locals consider it traditional.
Okay.
How long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics here. And, as he guessed, we should have the Book of Apologies somewhere.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. I was quite surprised when he called and asked me to come. Though I have to admit, visiting a castle is something I've never been able to turn down.
Do you do these kinds of things a lot?
From time to time.
Yeah.
What else can you tell me about the Book of Apologies?
As I mentioned, it's the book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused of witchcraft. Sewell was one of the very few judges who regretted his actions. The book became his way of finding redemption. Sewell himself was originally from England, but acted as a judge in the Salem witch trials. Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book? Just out of curiosity, of course, it's just such a very unusual request.
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge in Salem.
Oh.
I'll get back to it.
Take all the time you need.
So, what? I can't leave the room?
There really isn't much here.
Okay, so...
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell. Mosam Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history.
Oh.
The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incident in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
Interesting.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no. I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well, let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one, but they are non-corporeal by definition. Hard to tell how far up we are.
And I can't seem to go any more toward the window. Wow. Can I do anything with that chain? Well, I'm gonna have to figure this out, guys. But... man. There doesn't... I seem to be on this one little spot. In this one little room. And I don't seem to be able to do anything else. We are going to have to figure this out. Alright. But this is the new Nancy Drew. And I am already intrigued as to how I'm supposed to get out of here. What I'm supposed to do. Oh, this is going to be... if you are a Nancy Drew fan and you are playing this, please let me know. I've got to figure this out. We have got to figure this out, guys. We have a new mystery. I can't wait. Alright, so this is Mntdewmania. And this is Midnight in Salem, the newest Nancy Drew. And thank you, Tryonus, so much for sponsoring this. And, oh yeah, this is going to be so exciting. I will catch you guys later. I am so out of here. Bye, guys.